Trump doesn't just need suburban women. He also could really use some senior citizens. And he's got some interesting last minute strategies for appealing to them. You might remember that he had that weird green screened White House lawn video where he told them that they're not actually at a greater risk from contracting or dying from COVID, which is, as campaign strategies go, trying to kill them is an odd one. But he's following that up by a little bit of mockery. This is insult to injury. So he tweeted out this photo of Joe Biden. You can see that Joe Biden's head has been photoshopped onto a person in a nursing home with Biden for resident put there. Because the joke is, if you don't get the joke is that he lives at a nursing home, and that's stupid and lame, and people who live at nursing homes suck and are awful. That's basically what the joke is, JR. Do you think this is gonna get some of those old voters over there?
Old people that are in need of assistance enough that they live in a nursing home, they're weak, they're stupid, their lives are over. There's nothing to them. This has straight up been said, especially as we see COVID ravage, elderly communities or people that have pre-existing conditions, all those things. We see how anytime someone passes away, they go, oh, well, that guy was just old. Old people are just gonna die. We saw this multiple times. There's a disdain for old folks. Only thing that they care about old folks is their vote. And somehow Trump missed that one small thing. The Republican Party is supposed to exploit them and act like you care about them. Trump is so busy, he's hung up with this like weakness thing or this, that's why he has this issue with when he contracted COVID his problem was he didn't want to be seen as weak. So anyone that's weak or a sucker or an idiot, he has to distance himself from. So the worst thing he can do to Joe Biden is retweet this picture of him looking like an old person in a nursing home because, isn't that horrible? Doesn't he look like a sucker?
Yeah.
Look at him, he's all skinny and frail sitting in a chair. That's who this guy is, that's who he's always been. That's who he's always been. And then every time we see it, we just go, oh, well, that's just Trump. He's just counterpunching. Okay, he counterpunching.
Sure. Yeah, and by the way, remember that Trump is like a week out of his round-the-clock care from a team of more than a dozen doctors at Walter Reed. Yeah, but it's Biden who needs to be waited on hand and foot. Now, I saw in the Twitch chat that Octo Squiddy says that we're being too hard, that it's a joke, we have no sense of humor. You might be right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe old people will look at that tweet if they see it at all, and hopefully they're not on Twitter because they don't need that kind of stress in the twilight, years of their life. Maybe they'll see that and think that it's funny. I don't know. It just to me seems kind of tone deaf. And to me it's emblematic that I just don't think that he's the political genius that some people learned the lesson of 2016 as being. That he is one. I don't think he's that good at this. He is very good in a limited way. He is basically a political grifter. Grifters are good at identifying an audience and dominating in it by giving them what they want. It's not about broad appeal. It's not about getting millions of people to like you. It's about getting enough to love you and give you money. It's Stormfront from the boys. And grifters can do that with media, and Trump can do that with the Republican base. It was enough to get him through the Republican primary. And for a number of reasons that are complex, it was enough to get him narrowly elected president. But that does not mean that he's a political genius, that he actually gets how people think outside of that very narrow grift of his. And so he's got this. And I will say, it's like he needs those people. Joe Biden fired back, responding to that video I talked about, saying to senior citizens, you're expendable, you're forgettable, you're virtually nobody. That's how he sees seniors. The only senior that Donald Trump cares about, the only senior is the senior Donald Trump. And so which strategy is working? Well, a recent Washington Post ABC News poll found that the two candidates, both the oldest ever nominated by their parties, were neck and neck with voters 65 and older, with Biden at 49% and Trump at 48%. The race is similarly tight in Florida, which is one of the largest oldest voting blocks in the nation. Now you might see that and think, well, they're neck and neck, so they're doing equally well. But no, Republicans are supposed to lead by quite a bit amongst that demographic. They need to win, and so far, he's not actually doing that.
Yeah, I want to address the joke aspect. This was just a joke, right? It was just a joke. There's and maybe senior citizens or maybe older folks that are in nursing homes shouldn't take offense to it. Maybe some will, maybe some won't. There's also jokes about black folks being criminals. There's also jokes about women being hysterical and emotional and can't control themselves. There's jokes about women having their periods every month and how that affects them. There's jokes about Asian folks who can't drive. There's jokes about immigrants. There's jokes about Latinos who have cantaloupe-sized calves, as Steve King said. Jokes about them being rapists and murderers and criminals. There's all kinds of jokes, and as those jokes are directed at certain groups of people, I don't think those groups of people are laughing about them and saying, I'm gonna vote for that guy. So you can make the jokes all you want at your racist ass parties all you want. Make those jokes there and laugh with your racists. But once you're trying to run for office, you're not gonna get anywhere making jokes about the people that are voting for you. It's a very simple 2 + 2 equation. So I'm sick of the jokes. Let's keep telling jokes while we're running for office and think we're gonna get somewhere by telling jokes. Hey, go back to Mar-a-Lago with your racist friends and tell your jokes there. Those jokes aren't gonna fly here with people. So I don't care that you think elderly people just don't matter anymore and they're not gonna take offense to this. And if they don't, that's on them. But if I'm an older person, I'm sitting in a nursing home, I take offense to that, and you're not getting my vote. Straight up, which one is it? Are you a politician or are you a jokester? Because by the way, the jokes aren't funny.
Yeah, and if he does end up losing in that demographic, the joke is on him, honestly. And I could be wrong, he could still win, blah, 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 all that stuff. But it doesn't seem like a good strategy. The polling doesn't seem to show that it's really working for him. So we'll see, we'll see. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.